What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeffo coming at you with another video. For everyone that's been watching my videos, I say appreciate you. If you guys are new to these videos, thank you. I do combine working out and also I speak to you guys now a little bit more often because I do feel that the mental and the physical, when combined, make you make you a better person, make you be able to understand life, and makes you achieve anything that you actually want to achieve in life, because you have to have both to achieve, I personally believe. Now, today we're going to be talking about why it is important to work hard. Now, a lot of times when we are online, we do see some videos of, or I do see some videos where it says that you don't actually have to work hard to get your what you need to do. And I could say yes to a certain point. You don't have to work hard, but that's actually, you've done all the work, right? Anyone that's actually made something of significance, and if you're trying to achieve things that are huge, big, even if they're not that big to the other world, but they're big to you, you need to put in the work, because you need to be worthy. You need to show God, you need to show the world that you are worthy of this. So you have to work. Now, one of the biggest problems that people have, and this is something that I used to fall victim to, was how hard that you have to work. I used to think that when you are trying to achieve your goals, that you have to work, from like a 9 to 5, like from this to this, right? And then you're done from the rest of the day, that you get to do whatever you're gonna do. And yes, that may work for certain things, but not for the big things. If what you're trying to do, and this is why you need to dream big. If you're trying to do something, there's no set hour of the amount of hours that you need to work. There's no set amount of hours where you can be like, oh, I've done enough. It's never enough. You have to keep working. I used to play a lot of sports when I was in high school, and I was actually pretty decent at it. Could have been better, and I'm gonna tell you why I could have been better. Whenever I used to go to practice, in the beginning, I had a fire lit under me, because I was the smallest at the time. I really wasn't that big. I wasn't that fast. I was more so average. So I had something to prove. So what I had to do was I had to build my skills up. And when I would go home after practice, I would work out even more with my little brothers. I would do more and more and more and more and more, and I would come in, and through those compound effects, I became very good. But what ends up happening is you get comfortable. You get very, very good, and then you get comfortable, and then you feel like you don't need to put in the work. The fire that was lit underneath you is no longer underneath you anymore. So now you are getting comfortable. So you can survive there for like a couple of days, weeks, or something. But what ends up happening is, because you tapered off your trajectory, you start to plateau, and inevitably you start to dip. And the dip is very, very hard, because in the beginning you don't notice it until you notice it. And when you notice it, it's probably too late. You know what I mean? So I would have these great beginning starts. I would have these great motivation in the beginning, and I would be working, and I would get to the point where I'd be like, nah, I don't want to do it no more. And what ends up happening is, the people that did see you were working ended up copying you, or they wanted to, or they were working themselves, and they're getting better while you're getting worse. And even if you stay the same, the people are still going to be working. You know what I mean? You still have to work. So the one of the other reasons that you do work hard, and even when you do achieve what you need to do, you need to even work even harder, is because you need to work for the unknown. There's going to be a lot of obstacles that come into your way that you are not even aware of. Like, there's a lot of things that you just don't know that you're gonna encounter. And if you're not prepared for that, if you didn't work hard enough, you're gonna meet these things, and you're gonna say to yourself, why me? Or you'll blame it on the world when the person that you really need to blame it on is yourself. You need to prepare for the obstacles ahead, not just for the win. You need to prepare that there is no doubt in your mind. There is no doubt in other people's minds, because the doubt in other people's minds will make the obstacles a little harder for you. Will make like that will test you to see if you are really who you say you are. So you have to work for those. Now, I didn't know the amount of work that you need to put in. Like, I really wasn't aware of the amount of work that you actually need to put in to actually become great. Because currently right now I'm in school, and for the last couple of weeks I've actually been studying, and the studying that I've been doing has been from early in the morning, from 4 o'clock in the morning to when I have class at like 9, and then I'll go ahead and study a little bit more later. But it's not the amount of hours that I'm studying that's the problem. It's the actual time that I'm focused on it. Like, when you are in that moment, you need to focus on the work. It's not really the amount of time that you put in, right? It's the amount of focus that you put in that work. You need to focus and lock in on that and get better and better every single day, and push yourself and push yourself and push yourself and push yourself, so there is no doubt that you are going to win. One of my favorite fighters was Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's one of my favorite UFC fighters. I watch his interviews, I've watched all his fights, because he is basically, to me, one of the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Never lost. But a lot of people don't understand the amount of work that he did to get to that point. Like, some people will say, oh, you get into that ring and he goes against people that are not, that good. But through my experience, even with sports that I have, not even on that other level, you can lose any given day. Like, you can meet your maker any given day, and you need to be prepared for that. And the way that you prepare for that is working your butt off, working every single day and pushing yourself to where, like, when people actually watch you overcome obstacles, you make it look so easy, but they don't know the amount of work that you actually put into getting there. Like, the obstacles that come into your way, you'll see them, but you'll be able to overcome them with so much ease. And the reason you're able to do that is because you've put in so much work in it.